Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Um, introduce, I will introduce myself. I am Alfan Amin. For this session, I will explain about present tense in English. Right. Before we continue our lesson, or before I explain about present tense, I will tell you about the sentence. Right. The sentence of the sentence is actually just only focus on the subject and verb. But um, when you combine to our daily activity, so we need some tense, right? There. So here I will explain about the present tense. Okay, the present tense. Present tense. Present tense is used to tell about talk about our daily and present time, present or current time. Okay, right. In a sentence, in the present tense, we need sentence, right? Sentence have we define it in two. First of all, is a nominal sentence, and the second is a verbal sentence, right? And a nominal sentence, and a nominal sentence, we don't need the verb, but we have auxiliary verb that change the verb we use in a nominal sentence, the auxiliary verb. For instance, we have three formulas in a nominal sentence. In positive, we use subject plus is and are, right? And plus object. And then in a negative sentence, we use subject plus is and are plus not plus object. Okay, and then in an interrogative, we use is. We put is and are to in front. Is and are plus subject plus object. Okay, and then how do we make it in a sentence or an example? For instance, in a positive, we use a subject like I have a plan with am. I am a student. And in a negative sentence, we use I am not. I am not. I am not. Okay, as student. And then in an interrogative sentence, we use am to front of the I of the subject, and I a student. Write down. And how do we respond of this sentence, am I a student, when the subject of the question with the subject I, so we use you and the respond, right? We use subject you in the respond. With in the sentence we use Yes, maybe. Yes, you are. You are a student, right? And then when we respond in a negative sentence, so we use no, you are not a student. But remember, before we continue to verbal sentence, we have to know that that the subject, what is the subject, and what's the frame of the SMR. So here I will make of combine them. And the subject, we know subject there is seven subject, right? Seven subject. Seven subject. Is it? There are I, there are you, there are they, there are we, and she, he, it. Okay, right. I have friend am in the auxiliary verb. Am. You, we have friend are of the auxiliary verb. You, we, their friend are. And then she, it, their friend is. Right. And how do we to remember of the subject? So we just change it to the noun, right? I, you, they, we. So how do we know or remember it? We change to the noun. I, you, they, we. Right? I, you, they, we, see it. Okay. Then from this subject and friend, you, they, we, the friend is are, she, it, the friend are, and then we continue to do verbal sentence. The second line is verbal sentence, right? Verbal sentence as the noun, so we need the verb in the sentence, right? The verbal sentence has have to have two of the categories, right? The first one is say it, and the first one with the subject are you Devi. What is the difference of the say it and the are you Devi in the verbal sentence? Let's take it out here. For the positive and say it with she or he or subject it plus verb, we need in the end of s, es, and I, es. And in the negative form, um, we put here C, he, or it, subject plus doesn't. Remember, before the verb and the negative with the subject C, he, it, we need doesn't before the verb here. And then plus verb here, and then when we after the doesn't, we put back the verb here, and on the add of the SES and IES is no add here, not add in a negative form, right? Just add the AS, ES, IES, and S just in a positive form, and in negative and interrogative we don't need them, right? CH plus doesn't plus verb plus object. And in interpretive, we put does to front of the CH, to front of the subject CH. Right here, does plus she or he or it plus verb plus object here. So how to put in the example, right? Following the sentence. For instance, in a positive form, I will give you the example. Positive. C Q name. So look at here. Before we put the SES or IES, we have to know the last alphabet of the last yes, the last word here in a verb. When the verb have O, have the phonic or the alphabet O in the end of the subject of the verb, so we put es after O. Es. She goes, right? She goes to school. Right here. And then in a negative form, we put doesn't without add of some es, s, or as, right? Uh, she doesn't. She doesn't go to school. Okay, then in an interrogative, we put does to prompt, and then she following with C, and then with the verb go to school, right? Does she go to school? And how to expand of this sentence? We just following it, just following by the positive or negative. Now it is the different from the nominal sentence with the I and you, right? But remember, in a verbal sentence, even if have a verbal, even if have the verb of the sentence, when the subject use the I and you, but we still respond like this. When we ask about I is subject, and then we have to respond with you. It is the same formula with in a verbal sentence. For example, it is the sample of the verbal sentence with the one option, right? And the two here with other formula about the verbal sentence with the subject I, you, they, we. In the positive form, we use I, you, they, we. Then plus verb here without putting s, es, or ies, right? And then plus object here. And then in the negative, if we need done here. In the negative of the CH8, we put doesn't. But in the negative of the IUDV, we need done. I or you or they or we plus done plus verb plus object here. And then in interrogative, we put to prime do done here. We omit the not here, and then move to the front, become do, right? Do plus are you Devi? Are you Devi plus verb plus object here. Okay. And for the example of this, I will give you a positive day. We play football. We play football, right? And then in the negative, they don't play. They don't play football. And in interrogative, we move the don't to, to be in a pronoun part of the subject. Remember, IUDV uh, just choose one of the subject, right? No using all of that, but just choose only one of this. And it is same with the CF. We just one subject, right? No using all of them, but just choosing one, right? Like this. Following the example. And interrogative, we put in front do plus they. Do they play football? Okay, and the solutions are, I think our topic about present tense at this time, I think it is enough. In the next video, I will explain about more detail about present tense. See you in the next video. Thank you very much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.